So Google has just released a major update that is going to change your life if you have a website and you care about organic visibility. And SEO is an important channel for driving traffic to your website. Hi everyone, my name is Jason Pittock, and today I'm going to break down what this update or what this major search experience is going to do to your website and your business. So first of all, the funnel has flipped. It's done a cartwheel. It's collapsed. And I'm not going to say that it's imploded, but the reality is the way we thought about search results or listicle search results has changed. From now on, Google is really creating an ecosystem where users and searchers can stay within that ecosystem and have their searches and their needs fulfilled. What this really means is that Google has gone from listicles, as in listings of results, to moments. And what this means is that now content will be paired to the buyer journey and not just based on a search result and a ranking. This means that the context of your content is going to change. It means that the type of content you create and you're going to create in the future is going to change. But it's also going to mean that you must understand in very good detail what your buyer journey looks like to build content to that buyer journey. Now, I call these like intent-driven moments. And what does this mean for you as a business owner or as a website owner or a website manager or a content creator or an SEO? First of all, you need to kind of change the way you thought about the funnel. Traditionally, we'd think about awareness, consideration, decision, conversions. It's kind of like a step-by-step logical process. And everyone knows that the buyer journey isn't as linear as it looks like. So first of all, you need to think not about ranking content at each stage, but you need to think about ranking content to the intent at each stage. And not each intent at each stage in the journey is the same. What do I mean by this? Well, if you are, for example, a content creator that is creating content on food recipes, you might want to, instead of focus on just optimizing the recipes now, but maybe buyer guides of where people can find those ingredients cheaper. So instead of just listing a recipe, which can now be found in an AI generated result, you could actually create something of value that changes the way that Google or search engines or in glorified LLMs will interpret your content and then transfer that to the user. The second is new or unknown brands will probably struggle to survive if they don't adapt content to a dynamic, moment-sensitive buyer journey. And third is that Google will favor brands that have authority in their niche. And I've been saying this actually for a long time, is that if you don't dominate the niche that you want to influence, and I mean in every spectrum and every detail, you are going to struggle to continue to have a voice and for your content to rank. So what I'm doing with my customers and what I'm doing with the websites I'm working on goes like this. Number one, I am rethinking the content map. I'm completely rethinking the content map. As I said, if I was uploading recipes, now I'm looking at how can I bring more value to the user? I don't want just to list a recipe. I'm going to show them where they can find those ingredients cheaper, for example. Two, I'm investing in deeper audience research. I'm going above and beyond to find and expose gaps that people are looking for that the AI generated results or the existing content creators aren't creating. So I'm spending more time on research than I am just on creating. The three questions I'm asking is, what are their pain points? What moments will trigger an action? And why do they trust my website or the top ranking content creators? This will help me understand exactly what my audience is looking for. Then I can reverse engineer that and obviously use it for my content. Three, SEO metrics are going to change. They've already shifted a couple of years ago when we saw ChatGPT and other engines appear and start to take traffic away from traditional search engines. But I'm looking at more percentage of SERP share, so how much of my content appears in the SERPs. I'm looking at the quality of the impressions, not just the quantity. That means how many of these impressions translate to clicks. Any on-SERP recommendations that I can build to improve and optimize my click-through rate. And lastly, how my organic traffic relates to my revenue stream. So how does my organic traffic build opportunity into my funnel, contribute to pipeline opportunity? The fourth is building brand-related ecosystems. Now, this means working with other people in your field and not looking at your competitors just as, oh, they're competitors, I don't want to work with them. That is I would believe, an old approach. I'm not saying you should run off and go work with your competitors overnight, no, and give them everything you know about your business and your customer, no. But work with organic competitors, work with your people who are in the SERPs to provide more value, and this will help to build trust in an ecosystem, whether it is with partners, with vendors, with organic competitors, start to work with them collaboratively to build a network of or ecosystem of trust. And lastly, number 5, expand beyond Google. Now, someone said the other day, SEO stands for search everywhere optimization, not search engine optimization. So search everywhere. How can you get your content repurposed on many other platforms? Well, you can think of Pinterest, you can think of Instagram, you can think of YouTube. For example, on my YouTube channel, I turn my long form videos into multiple different shorts. I then republish them in different places. How can you create on one platform and then redistribute and show signals of trust to Google and other search engines on other platforms? So these are the 5 ways that I am going into this AI mode with confidence and with instruction to improve and optimize my SEO game. And I'm sure there are going to be other things, and we're going to figure out so many things on this journey. The most important thing is to maintain relevant, to continue to provide value, continue to have an optimized website experience for your customers, and make your content matter, and make it matter in moments, at points in the buyer journey. Don't just focus on keywords or listicle optimized results. Focus on the experience and what the buyer needs for where they are at in their buyer journey. So if you found this video insightful, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, drop me some ideas of content you'd like me to create. And if not, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.